Hi there, in today's video we're going to try to demonstrate in 5 minutes the TillScan feature on the B NVR. So if you please follow my cursor, you'll see I'm going to start up the DVR viewer application and type in my credentials. And once the application is running, I'm going to explain you very quickly what's happening in here. I have a camera pointing at the Till emulator program. That's because I don't have a Till system in here, so I'm going to demonstrate this feature using the Till emulator program. Now once I run the Till emulator program, you're gonna see basically transactions coming through the screen. So all the information running on the Till system, on the Till emulator system, it's going to be overlaid on the top of the video image. I need to mention in here that my camera, it's an IP camera, and this feature is very rare. Serial data to be overlaid on the top of an IP camera. This feature is optional, so if you don't want to see the data coming live on the top of the image, you can basically disable this feature and you're gonna see it only in playback. At the moment I'm running few transactions on the Till emulator system. After that I can do a playback to demonstrate how you playback the serial data received on the NVR. Now I have about 3 or 4 transactions which they went through already on the system, and you can see it overlaid on the image, so you can see basically the products and all the transactions which they went through. The next thing, I'm going to do a playback by clicking on the magnifying glass on the bottom of the screen and typing in my credentials, and this is going to bring me into the playback screen. On the playback screen I'm going to select the last transactions I have sent to the system, and I'm going to do a playback. Now once you do the playback, you should see basically the transactions coming in the order I sent them in. So at the moment I'm just going to select different time, and you should see basically in a playback the transactions going through. So they are the transactions basically coming through in a playback, and they look exactly the same like on the live display. And if you're not happy enough with that, there is a POS option on the NVR which is going to display the transactions one by one. So you see down under the image I have the transactions. I have 3 transactions which I sent in, each one with a different date and time, or let's say time because it's the same date. And once you select the transactions, you can click on the playback screen, and that's going to play the transaction you have selected. Also, I'm going to stop that. Also, on the right hand side of the screen you have the full description on the transaction. You can select a different transaction and look at the description. Now in my situation all the transactions are the same because the Till emulator program it's sending the same string of data all the time. Another good feature is the text sent to the NVR. It's smart searchable, so by clicking on the query button I can select the camera and I can select the date and time. If I'm interested in a transaction from yesterday, I'm going to select yesterday's date. In my situation I'm going to select basically just an item from the list, and I'm going to select, let's say, the word times from Irish Times. And I'm going to search for that. And as you can see, the Irish Time product, it turned into blue. And that's telling me basically that that transaction has been found on the system. By clicking on refresh, that's going to go to the next item. And if I go down to the list, all the transactions where this word is appearing on, it will be highlighted in blue. So that's going to be that's basically going to help me out to search the product. Once you have the product selected, you can click again on play, and that transaction is going to be played. on the screen. So this is pretty much how the TillScan works on the NVR, on the RMB NVR. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you like the feature. Thank you very much.